The board of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has approved the release of $447.39 million to Kenya, the fund announced on Tuesday. The fund stated in a statement that efforts toward fiscal consolidation had caused Kenya's public debt to level off, and it added that it had given extra money under an existing facility. In April of last year, the IMF and the East African country agreed to a 38-month financing arrangement under its extended fund facility and extended credit facility. The most recent payment brings the total to $1.65 billion. According to the IMF, Kenya will now receive a total of $2.416 billion from the present agreement. The increase was agreed upon by both parties last month to cover expenses for external finance due to the drought and difficult global financial conditions. President William Ruto, who took office in September, intends to eliminate costly commercial borrowing in favor of less expensive sources like the World Bank to lessen the burden that debt servicing puts on revenue. This is coming after the IMF announced that it would release $3 billion to Ghana by the first quarter of 2023, according to Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. Ethiopia's largest bank, the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, announced that it had resumed financial operations in some towns in the troubled Tigray region after a shutdown of more than a year. The bank says the decision follows the recent peace agreement. The bank branches in the towns of Shire, Alamata and Korem have started receiving money sent from abroad and locally. The government and rebels signed an agreement in Pretoria on November the 2nd that included a cessation of hostilities, the withdrawal and disarmament of Tiger forces, the restoration of federal authority in Tigray, and the reopening of access to the region, which is in a catastrophic humanitarian situation. On December the 7th, Tiger authorities confirmed that Mekele, the capital of Tigray region, had been reconnected to the national power grid after more than a year of being cut off due to the war in the northern region of Ethiopia. The northernmost region of Ethiopia, home to 6 million people, has been virtually cut off from the world since the start of a conflict between the federal government, led by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, and the regional authorities of the Tigray People's Liberation Front.